It's Madden NFL 23 as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks on Monday night.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there. And the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade. Now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
It wasn't easiest of times in Denver for Drew Lock, who was unseated after a single 4-win season as the Broncos starter. The Russell Wilson trade sent him to a fresh start and a starting opportunity with the Seahawks. Maybe a change of scenery is exactly what's needed to bring the potential out of the former second-round pick.
Throwing right away, here's Locke. And his first look is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Locke fighting Metcalf for the Seattle first.
Now in his 4th year, you still have to marvel at the type of athlete that DK Metcalf is. Honestly, unfair to ask some corners to lock this guy down. And as we know, not many can. 75 catches, a career-high 12 touchdowns last season, and a first down with that catch there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke gonna throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Now here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 13. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Block now to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And this a quick slant to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Running left, it's Penny. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He hits his target, Lockett.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Throwing now is Locke. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Wilson on first down.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wilson will throw again.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Lock. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Locke to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin with a run by Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, this is Penny. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Lock going to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he'll just get rid of it.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
And a great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Locke trying again after the pick six.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Penny. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Let's go. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
To throw again is Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this 1st half.
And I'm reminded that they get the 2nd half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game. as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman.
Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Wilson will throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Throwing now is Locke.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Penny up the middle. Dances by at the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Walker sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver's offense now set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Wilson to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
Every day, let's do what we do every day.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he finds Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke.
He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They run. It's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now Locke and the Seahawks down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Here's Locke. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Locke to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Locke.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Wilson running left on the option. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say,
That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.